Hello everybody, welcome back to the table. Today we're taking a second look at the Oknife Drever right here. And I am actually going to replace the scales on this knife today because Olight, or Oknife, they released an official set of scales for this knife with the patriotic theme on it. So recently they released a lot of patriotic themed items for their June sale. So that way people buying this stuff can have it in time for the 4th of July. So let's go ahead and check out this set of scales direct from Oknife. So let's open them up and see what's included. So the box itself is actually kind of nice looking for, essentially a set of scales. We have the scales themselves right here. Let's take those out. Very nice, nice and shiny. Actually, this is shinier than I expected. Okay, are these aluminum? Yeah, these are aluminum scales. Interesting. So because the original scales here are G10. So let's take these out. So we have the scales right here. Anything else in the box? Let's see. Okay, that is that. What do we have in here? Is there some hardware? Okay, looks like we have some hardware in this bag. Let's look at the specs. Okay, so in the box we have the left scale, the right scale, a pivot, a T8, 2 T6 flats, and 2 T6 round heads. So that's kind of nice. They include an entire set of hardware with it. I'm not going to open this unless I have to. I'm going to see if I can just reuse the hardware that is currently on the knife. So we'll try that out and see how it goes. And hopefully this knife disassembles easily. But I'm really liking the look of these aluminum scales up close. Very nice. You can see kind of the red base. And then we have white and blue added. Super cool. Let's check it out. All right, so let's get the Drever apart right now and try and swap out these scales. So we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws to remove. And so we're going to be using a T6 bit for most of this. And so just taking out the pocket clip. This is a single position deep carry pocket clip. So we have right hand side tip up carry only on the Drever. So let's put that aside. And then these two body screws right here, also T6. Seem to come out really easy, actually. That's kind of scary how easily these came out. Yeah, very little effort to get those out. And we have this blue colored pivot. Let's get that going. And again, thankfully, it's a non-spinning pivot. So this is coming out a lot easier than I expected it to. Cool. So this scale should just lift right off. And this is a G10 scale. You can see the patterning in there. Very nice. And to get the reverse scale off, we are going to have to remove the pivot pin. So let's just push it this way. There we go. So we have the blue scales off. And let's see how easy this is to get back together. I'm trying to keep it all together for simplicity's sake, but that spring wants to take everything apart. All right, so here is our pivot. Let's set aside these blue scales up there. Put the pivot pin back in. Let's see here. Nope, it's a mess. Everything came apart. All right, so let's work on getting this back together. All right, so we are going to first put in the pin. There we go. And we're going to get one bearing right there. We're going to get a stop pin right here. We're going to get the blade in here. Nice. Oh, shit. Luckily, it did not fly across the room. All right. Very good. Very good. We're going to get the bearings on this side in there. Very nice. Get this side back on. Now the pivot does have to be spun because it is a D-shaped pivot. Let's work on getting that done right there. So as you can see, this flat part of the pivot, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but this side is flat and it needs to match up with the flat side right here on the frame, and that keeps the pivot from spinning when you are disassembling the knife. So in my opinion, every modern knife should have a D-shaped pivot. Okay, there we go. Sometimes you just got to wiggle it into place. And we are going to put this other scale on, like so. And everything should just fit, hopefully nice and neatly, back together. Okay, so that's snugged down pretty good. Let's get these two pieces at the bottom set back into place. Okay. Looks good. I'm liking how this is turning out. Okay, very nice. Everything is back together. Let's tighten the pivot a little bit more. All right, there we go. Very nice. Nice and tight. And the pocket clip, last but not least. Let's get you back on here and check it out. Very nice. So we have a full scale swap with the Oknife Drever with the patriotic aluminum scales. Really do like these. For whatever reason, I was half expecting G10 scales, but I do like the aluminum shininess to them. Probably does mean they will wear over time, so the flag patterning may scratch off or wear off with time. But for right now, straight out of the package, straight on the knife, looks very nice, very patriotic. Centering is still excellent. Lockup is still excellent. So very nice process, and the fact that we have a full extra set of hardware in this little baggie, that is worth holding on to. So I'm glad they included the box. And actually, I'll put the other scales in there too. So let's just put these back in there as well. So if we ever want to switch back to blue, we most certainly can. So this right here, the Oknife Drever in patriotic red, white, and blue. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Any criticisms, of course, because half of this was not the most easy way to see it being done. Feel free to leave a comment, but have a nice day, everybody. See you later. Bye.